Hello, East Main family. This is Megan Fowler. Yuma asked me to take a few minutes to share with you some resources that families can use at home for helping to foster and nurture the faith of your children and your own faith together as a family. So I'm excited to share some resources with you, some strategies that our family uses, and some things that we have found to be really helpful. The first one is just simply praying together as a family. This is something that we have, like all of these, sometimes we've gone better than others, sometimes we've done a better job than other times. But let your family, your kids and your spouse know that praying together is important to you. And then set a timer on your watch, a reminder to go off every day to gather as a family and pray. You can have people in your family share something they're thankful for, and you can, or something that they think we should be praying for, and you can pray together. You can thank God for the pastors and the ministry staff here at East Main, or pray for people you know who are sick or hurting. If you need help thinking of those people, you can sign up for the East Main prayer tree, and those emails can give you ideas of people that are involved at East Main who might need prayer. And it doesn't have to be long, it doesn't have to be elaborate, but just letting your family know this is something that we want to do. We want to be the kind of family that prays together, and then making it happen. And if it doesn't happen, don't get discouraged, keep trying. The next thing that I would encourage you to try and to work into the daily rhythm of your family is reading the Bible together. And this is something when our kids were really little, we used resources like the Jesus Storybook Bible that kind of told Bible stories and pulled out some of the big picture themes. And as they've gotten older, we've really enjoyed using the Bible reading guide that East Main has produced. And it's a chapter, maybe 2 chapters a night, and we will read it together. And that doesn't mean we always know exactly what's going on. We're not expected as the adults to have all the answers. And so when something is confusing, we talk about it and we try to find answers either by going to a study Bible, or if something is really confusing, you could have your kids come with you to bring it to one of the pastors here at East Main on Sunday to say, okay, we read this and it doesn't make sense to us. Can you help us understand? And the reason that's good is, 1, it gets you and your kids into scripture together, and 2, it just models for your kids the openness to learning and openness to that it's not that the adults know everything and the kids don't, but you are learning together and having conversation about passages. There are some resources I want to recommend to you that you can consider these like tools to go in your parenting toolbox. There is an app called Lectio for families. Lectio, it's like a guided prayer app, and it has memory verses, and it's about an 7 to 8 minute prayer every day that's really geared for kids and adults to do together. And so it's pretty accessible, and I have loved using that with our family and using it on my own. Some of the other resources we've used, like I said, the Jesus Storybook Bible. There's a book we like called The Ology. It's like 2 words, The Ology. And it's a book with really simple Bible lessons, beyond Bible stories, just kind of teaching big picture principles from Scripture. And they're lessons that you can kind of go through each night if your family likes reading together. For music that has Scripture in it, Seeds Family Worship is a great resource, along with Slugs and Bugs. It's a personal favorite in our family, Slugs and Bugs. Sing the Bible with Slugs and Bugs. It's a great resource. And then something else that I encourage you to do is talk about things of faith with your kids. And that could start by just asking them, hey, what was your lesson about today? Oh, I don't think I've ever heard that story. How does that, what happens in that story? Or, I love that story. I love the story of Jonah. Or, when I was a kid, I thought that story was scary. just talk about it with them. Get your kids involved in conversation. And then as your kids get older, talk with them about your own faith journey. Talk to them about when you started to maybe take your faith more seriously, or maybe, use your discretion if there were times where you walked away from the faith, and why did you do that, and what brought you back? What was your life like before you became a believer? That these are things that our kids can know about us, and when we open up those parts of our lives to our families, we allow them to engage with their own faith in new and meaningful ways. So again, you don't have to start all of these all at once, but you can slowly add things in as your family dynamics allow. And if things go badly, don't be discouraged. It's okay. That's normal. That's how it's supposed to be. And you don't give up. Keep at it. Let your family know this is something that's important to you, and you want to be the kind of family that these are things that you value. And you might be surprised how your kids pick up on that and take ownership for that. So may the Lord bless you as you seek to honor Him in the way your family talks about Him and loves His word and reaches out to Him in prayer. Thanks.